Rockland BOCES nurses present you with a challenge, a 6-week mindfulness challenge. The ability to relax is an essential skill in our hectic world. And if we've learned anything in the last year, we have learned how hectic the world can be. As human beings, we tend to underestimate two things. First, how intense it is to be human, and we also underestimate the capacity of the heart. Mindfulness is a way to live a life that is more meaningful, where you can learn the skills to be present in the moment, to worry less, and to make room for peace and calm in your life. So let's get started. So why mindfulness? We spend a lot of time developing intelligence in school. We learn math, we learn English, and when we do this, we are strengthening different parts of our brain. We are strengthening our intelligence. We also participate in physical education class. We may even go to the gym. Physical exercise strengthens our physical muscles in our body. We all know the more we exercise and participate in physical activity, the stronger our muscles become. We are all aware that physical exercises increases our physical endurance. Well, mindfulness works on developing different centers of the brain. And when we develop these centers, we increase our ability to focus, to concentrate. We can learn to recognize and manage our emotions more easily. We can learn to empathize in our relationships. We can improve impulse control, and we can develop the ability to be more self-aware. We can even learn to respond differently to different emotions. That sounds like a lot. So let's talk about what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is awareness. It's noticing what's happening right now. It's paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally. Our minds are constantly thinking. That's what our brain is supposed to do. It's simply the function of the brain. As per mindfulnessschools.org, we process 11 million bits of information per second, and we have 50 to 60,000 thoughts per day. That's enormous. It is also said that 90% of those thoughts are repetitive. So if we tend to worry or have anxiety or negative self-talk, that's going to greatly influence our ability to be happy, content, or calm. Practicing mindfulness is known to decrease the worry and anxiety and make room for the happiness, make room for the contentment and peace and calm in your life. So now you may be thinking, does mindfulness work? So for mindfulness to work, we really have to try it. In the beginning, it may seem weird or pointless to just pay attention to things that we normally don't even notice, especially when we do breathing exercises. Just paying attention to our breath going in and out and feeling the changes within our body sounds absurd at first. But trust me, something happens when we start to notice. Most mindfulness exercises are very simple, but the results can be radical. Things don't always have to be complicated to be effective. Okay, so let's give it a try. Every time we do a formal practice of mindfulness, we will start by getting in a mindful posture. A mindful posture has a few guidelines. First, find yourself a seat on the floor or in a chair, wherever you're comfortable. Your back should be upright, so you're relaxed, but your back is straight. And when you do this, your body becomes very still. And when we become still, we become quiet. So your mind and body are both relaxed and alert at the same time. So why don't you let your eyes close and start by taking one nice deep breath. And now take 3 deep breaths. And now take 3 normal breaths. Don't deliberately change your breath. Just take nice, normal breaths. Now, as you continue to breathe, I just want you to notice in your body where you feel your breath. Follow the breath in and out, wherever you feel the breath, for 3 breaths. Some people feel their breath going in through their nose. They can feel the air going into their nostrils, filling up their lungs, breathing out their nostrils. Some people feel their breath in their chest area. So they feel their chest rise with each breath and then relax as you exhale. And finally, some people feel their breath in their belly. As you breathe in, your belly rises, and as you breathe out, it contracts again. So just notice where you feel your breath. And that's called your anchor spot. And just do some anchor breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling your breath in this anchor spot. Noticing the air gathering as you breathe in, as it expands in your lungs. And notice how your whole body relaxes again as you exhale. Just be curious, like you've never really studied your breath. Be curious about what the breath actually is and what you experience with each breath you take. Breath is always happening to us all the time. Our breath is neutral. It's not something that has a strong emotion or something that we really hate or really love. It's just there every day, breathing in, breathing out. We can find it at any time if we take the time to notice it. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So, how was that for you? Were you able to pay attention to your breath flowing in and out? I am sure that most of you experienced thoughts floating in and out as you tried to pay attention to your breath. I am sure many of you got hooked on those thoughts and started paying attention to them instead. And that's okay. That's going to happen. That's our brain. Its job is to think. When a thought comes up, notice it. Realize it's just a thought, and then just let it go. And let it float by like a cloud in the sky. And just go back to the breath. Don't judge yourself for thinking. Just allow it to happen. Accept that thoughts come and go, and just let those ones go. And then just go back to the breath. Mindfulness is not about getting your brain to stop thinking. Mindfulness is about training your brain to come back and pay attention to whatever it is in that moment that you've chosen to pay attention to. So the challenge for this week is 2 things. First, to do a mindfulness sitting practice every day. On the first day, just sit and pay attention to your breathing for 5 minutes. On the second day, try to make it 6 minutes and increase it every day by 1 minute until you get to 10 minutes. This may sound easy, but it is quite challenging to just sit and focus on your breath. But I promise when you do it for 10 minutes, it's enough time to really start to build up the strength in your brain so that you can reap all those rewards of mindfulness that we spoke of earlier. The second part of the challenge is to just try to be more present in your life. When you wake up in the morning and take a shower, be mindful in the shower. Feel the water on your skin, feel the shampoo in your hair. Don't be thinking about your day ahead. When you're in the shower, actually be in the shower. And when you're eating your breakfast, really pay attention to the smell, the taste. Enjoy every bite. And when you're drinking your coffee, don't just drink it mindlessly. Really pay attention to the smell, the taste, the warmth of the coffee mug on your hands, the jolt of energy that the coffee brings. There's plenty things to pay attention to, so bring out your curiosity. Really notice things in a new light. The regular, ordinary things that we do every day, when we bring our full attention to them, we start to notice things that we have usually taken for granted, like our delicious cup of coffee. We somehow learn to live in the present moment, and we start to be more present in our life. We start to really enjoy life at a new level. So we would like to wish you good luck as you start your first week of your mindfulness practice. There are many apps out there that can help you practice mindfulness. Calm, Stop, Breathe, and Think, and Headspace are all awesome apps that can assist you, especially with your breathing exercises. And they can teach you more about mindfulness if you want to dive deeper. Also, remember, mindfulness is simply paying attention on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So remember to be kind, especially to yourself. Try to enjoy the practice. Try to find time each day to practice. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.